coming right up. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5 spot. And for the Nuggets, Rivers out there with Monte Morris. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. And Doncic throws it down.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on. And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Doncic with the bucket. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, he said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM. Oh, can I get a load of that one? Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. And the Mavericks with possession here. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Richardson outside. Pass to Cauley Stein. Richardson outside. 6 on the shot clock. A pass to Porzingis. That one, no good. The Nuggets now on offense. Out to Morris. Fires from deep. It's a hand on it. Jokic on the follow.
Well, Jokic is big, Jokic is long, and he does a great job there of corralling that ball and taking advantage of his length.
Here's Doncic. Pass to Richardson. Right side, Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. He's looking for Richardson and finds him. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Morris looking over the floor. Dishes it to Rivers. Pass to Porter. Back to Rivers. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Jokic, no good. The Mavericks trailing. And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. Dallas moving it around. Count it, good. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also, at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Here's Doncic following the basket by Jokic. Doncic right side. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Richardson against Rivers. Out to Morris. Passes it to Jokic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jokic has got 8 points. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Pass to Porzingis. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back Back to Porzingis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it. Already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Now here's Gordon. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the wide-open shot from Redick. Harrison with the rebound. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Gordon's running. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Porzingis kicks to Finney-Smith. Here's Brunson. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. He notched. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
JaMychal Green is out there with Gordon. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Harrison in at the point guard position. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Now here's Green. Kept alive. Second chance shot. He lays it in. Green's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Burke with it, defended by Gordon. Count that bucket. Burke's got his first points in this one.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, "We can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop." Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
A team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. That one goes in.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Powell, that's good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Rivers passes to Harrison. Right side, Green. Plenty of space. And that one drops for him. Green's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
Outside, Redick. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Outside, Green. There's the pass to Harrison. Bobbed up there for Green. Feeds it to Millsap. Top of the key, Harrison. Up again, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
Yeah, Millsap a little bit gritty there. Good to see him go in and hit the glass.
Brunson the pass to Burke. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Go figure is right. Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Millsap. Cole comes in for JaMychal Green. Porter's checked in for Gordon. And Monte Morris subbed in for Austin Rivers. Here's Cole. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the size Ball has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Mavericks trailed by 5. Doncic passes to Richardson. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
One part about Josh Richardson's game is the speed factor turns on the jets when he's taking it to the rack.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
And Porter with good focus just to find some room in the mid-range.
Doncic against Morris. Doncic kicks to Porzingis, and he makes that one. And that's now 6 points for Porzingis.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Harrison, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Morris finds Jokic. Back to Morris, just 5 on the clock. Passes to Harrison. Offensive rebound. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got the lead up to 5 now for the Nuggets.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Cauley Stein. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Cauley Stein shooting with confidence that close around the rim.
There's 18 seconds left in the second quarter. Morris outside. 3-pointer. Jokic kicks to Harrison. A second chance effort. Back to Jokic. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 10 points and 3 rebounds. And Kenny, what did you think about what we saw from Denver? And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the center.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete. Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks.
Now, here's Doncic. He has 6. Over Morris. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
76% from the line a season ago.
Both free throws good from Doncic.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game.
Now, here's Jokic. 10 points for him. Outside, Porter. Back to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Amazing how much the offense has changed around the center position and the way Jokic can see the floor.
Morris against Doncic. Looking for Cauley Stein. He gets it there. Left side, Porzingis to the inside. Doncic back to Porzingis. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis showing you what he can do if he gets that close. The big man up big time.
Rivers against Richardson. Gordon the pass to Morris. Floats it up for Jokic. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. To the paint. And CLA Stein throws it down.
Yeah, CLA Stein can get up there, and the guards know that, so available for an oop at any time.
Now Morris. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Shoots over Doncic. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jokic against Hardaway. Down low. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in that he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now, here is Morris. Doncic with the steal. Lob pass to Porzingis. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Rivers. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Richardson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Jokic.
Richardson playing with boundless energy, great at going into the physical defense and drawing the foul.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Bol, he's checked in for Jokic. Millsap comes in for Gordon. Green, he's checked in for Rivers. And it's Harrison in for Monte Morris. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for CLA Stein. Powell comes in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip end.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Finney-Smith kicks to Marjanovic. There's the double team with Bol. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the Denver Nuggets get called for the foul. The Mavericks have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Outside, Green. Here's Harrison. Brunson covering. Bol, the pass to Green. 5 on the clock. The Mavericks pull it in. Brunson with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Finney-Smith. Throws it up high. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Harrison at the elbow. Bol. Over in the corner, Green. They get it back. And it's Millsap with the extra effort.
Wow, can't lose Millsap on the boards, and surprisingly up quick for a finish on the offensive glass.
Brunson the pass to Richardson. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Richardson. And the pass to Marjanovic. Powell trying to free himself up. Marjanovic, no good. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Oh, Porter in position. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Mavericks on top as they wrap up the 3rd quarter on a 14-6 run. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Denver, Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Porter at the shooting guard. Marjanovic kicks to Brunson. Here's Burke. Rebound by the Nuggets. Millsap's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And finished off by Porter.
And Porter has such great athleticism, able to get up and throw it down.
The Mavericks trailing. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Passes it to Burke. Marjanovic down low. Millsap's there. Marjanovic passes to Pop. Goes up again, and it's sent back by Millsap.
Great block from Millsap, sending that one back.
Burke can't get it to go. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Denver. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Burke following the basket by Paul Millsap. Unloads from 9, and that one hits back iron.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
He gets it in there. Millsap's got the lead up to 5 now for Denver.
Well, Millsap, the go-to guy here. This offense has some sets where they'd like to get him the ball in some isolation. Good work on the inside that time.
Now here's Brunson. Banked in off the glass.
But that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jokic, he's checked in for Jermichael Green, and it's Austin Rivers in for Porter. And the basket by Gordon.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Mavericks trailed by 5. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Doncic. Inside over Morris. Cauley Stein. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Cauley Stein stepping up huge.
Morris outside. In the corner, it's Gordon. Knocked away. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And the dunk by Doncic.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Now here's Rivers. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Here's Hardaway. Outside, Redick. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game. Redick's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here is Morris to the middle. Here's Jokic. Pass to Rivers. It falls!
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Now, here's Doncic. Outside, Redick to take the lead. Buries it from outside.
Redick with no hesitation. JJ stands for just jumpers.
A big-time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now.
Morris gets to Millsap. It's good!
What a huge shot from Millsap. Gotta love how he steps up in that moment.
Here's Doncic. outside for Redick. Back to Doncic. There's the triple. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for... And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. We are nearly ready.
Well, guys, I'm very...
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic. Porter is out there with Aaron Gordon. And it's Rivers. And it's Morris in at the 1. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Lillard with no one around. The long distance 3 is buried. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
Yeah, and I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now, here is Morris. The feed to Porter. Shot clock at 5. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Well, you must respect Porter Jr.'s scoring ability. I mean, he is terrific connecting from the mid-range.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. From the line. The putback, and Covington stays with it.
Boy, how about the effort and energy that time by Covington. Just worked his way right to the glass and got the follow-up basket.
Jokic against Nurkic. Out to Morris from the arc. That shot is off. Now Portland takes it the other way. Jones, the pass to McCollum. Back to Jones. Over Jokic. Here's Nurkic. The putback, Jones. It's good on the putback.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Gordon. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Oh, offensive interference. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The Nuggets moving the ball around. Porter dishes to Gordon. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots.
And you look at Robert Covington, first-team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Norman Powell subbed in for Jones. The Nuggets also changing it up. Paul Millsap's checked in for Porter. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Monte Morris. Millsap passes it to Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Clock at 2. The Nuggets with another miss. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen him.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Here's Harrison following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Millsap has the open look, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Millsap this time with the catch and fire, showing off his versatility.
Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, Powell kicks to Lillard. From 17 feet out, again the Trailblazers score.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility, and boy, he can strike at any time.
1:05 left in the first quarter of the game. Powell with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum outside. Pass to Anthony. McCollum right side. Up again. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And even 3-on-3 break. And that one's good, Harrison.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 5. McCollum outside. And the 3 off target.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Now here's Lillard. From deep. And Jokic with the rebound. Here's Rivers. That one good for 2. Rivers has got his second basket. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Portland out in front, up 1. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard.
I know that when the main guy...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Portland, Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard. Here's Morris after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Covington with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Anthony with it. Now guarded by Porter. And the dunk by Covington.
And check out how high Covington gets with these alley-oops. My goodness. Taking off like he's been launched by a rocket booster.
Here's Harrison. Pass to Green. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Robert Covington. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. Wouldn't matter.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Harrison kicks to Morris. Now the pass to Bull. Stolen by Kanter. One-on-one fast break. And the dunk by Powell.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
There's Harrison. And Porter, here we go. Pass to Green. On the wing, Morris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Bull. Trailblazers leading by 4. Simons the pass to Kanter. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And Kanter able to finish. Kanter's got his first points of the game.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Morris dishes to Millsap. Out to Morris. 5 on the clock. Green breaking loose.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Gordon's checked in for Denver. Rivers comes in for Monte Morris. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. 1:49 left here in the second. Portland no good that time either.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Porter. Back to Rivers. McCollum against Green. Lets it go from deep. And again, Denver no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Jokic has checked in for Green. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. He dishes it to Jones. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Lets it go with the three. Doesn't go for him. And it's Denver the other way. On the wing, Porter. Defended by Jones. Jokic kicks to Rivers. Dishes it to Gordon. Back to Rivers. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And stolen by Lillard. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. McCollum with the ball. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Rivers with it. Over McCollum. The Nuggets with another miss. Pass to Jones. Back to Lillard.
An active player who just takes pride in his defense. Porter.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, Dame Lillard, a player who's improved every year he's been in the league. Guys, as he gets... And that'll do.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. We've got Gordon. Morris is out there with Austin Rivers. Then it's Porter. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Covington finds Lillard. Lets the 3 fly. Jones, the pass to Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And Nurkic gets it to go.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now, here's Porter. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Rivers dishes to Morris. Pulls from the top of the key. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Lillard fires away from way outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Always good to see the young fella Porter Jr. outwork the opposition on the glass that time.
Lillard outside. Here's McCollum. Lillard scanning the floor. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Lillard's got 9.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy. And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And Porter, here we go. Pass to Jokic. He kicks it to Rivers. The pass to Porter. Back to Rivers. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. Bucket is good.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Morris looking over the floor. On the wing, Porter. Kicks to Rivers. Stolen by McCollum. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Bol, he's checked in for Jokic. Millsap comes in for Gordon. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Michael Porter. And it's Harrison in for Rivers. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The Nuggets trail by 6. Morris outside. Outside, Green. He feeds it to Bol. They kick it out to Green. It's stolen by Anthony. Simons, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. And that's going to be a travel.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
And so Green will bring it up for the Nuggets. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And another turnover here by Portland.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
24 seconds left to play in the third. Harrison scanning the floor. And the wide open shot from Morris. And another miss by Denver. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Here's Simons. The dish to Carmelo. Over Millsap. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
He's smart on the defensive end now. Millsap, very impressive. That IQ he has on defense, recognizes the move and then closes the airspace.
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Derek Jones. Ennis Cantor is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. The Nuggets trail by 6. Morris passes to Green. Feeds it to Bull. They kick it out to Green. Second chance shot. Passes to Morris. The shot, no good. Trailblazers leading by 6. Pushing it up. It's tipped. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Millsap showing you some speed. They're turning the Jets on. Far from just a bruising physical forward. The speed in transition, impressive.
Here's Simons. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Millsap with the steal. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Gordon's checked in for Green, and it's Rivers in for Harrison. Now, here's Millsap. Now the feed to Bull. Stolen by Cantor. Unhindered, going all the way. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Boy, he is superb in transition. Hollis Jefferson can really get up and down the floor.
And here is Morris. Looking to get back on track here. Yep, that one goes.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Here's Simons, covered by Morris. And it goes down 2 points. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now here's Rivers. Back to Morris. Loads it up for Millsap. Morris trying to free himself up.
Really a smart player, Paul Millsap. I mean, he just has a sense of what to do and when to do it, especially cutting after setting the pick.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Here's Anthony. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Rivers finds Millsap. Gordon inside. Hollis Jefferson's there. Bull the pass to Gordon. And the layup's good off the glass.
The inside is where Gordon is really most comfortable and effective. Very few defenders can get to a shot given how high he gets up on it.
Here's Simons, covered by Morris. Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries.
Rivers kicks to Morris. Back to Rivers. Morris outside. Pocket 6. Pulls up on the wing. They get the rebound. It's good on the putback.
To the towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Here's Simons. Cantor in the corner. Pass to Simons. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And then for Denver, Jokic comes in for Bull. And Porter subbed in for Paul Millsap. Porter passes to Morris. A 3-ball and stolen by Lillard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Jones is running. And the basket by McCollum.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Now, here is Morris. Count it.
How about the big-time clutch basket from Jokic? No backup in him, despite the major pressure.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. From deep three-point range, Covington. Porter pulls it in. Here's Morris. Bucket's good. Now just a 4-point Portland lead. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Short a rotation player. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. And for the Mavericks, Richardson is out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Powell, the pass to McCollum. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the field. Good. You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Lillard outside. To the inside. There's the pass to Powell. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Richardson left side. Inside. Here's Porzingis. Banked in off the glass.
Well, he has such a great feel for what the defense is conceding. And Kristaps Porzingis makes a nice play on the inside.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls. And I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Portland, no good that time either.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Cauley-Stein finds Porzingis. Here's Cauley-Stein. 6 on the shot clock, and the shot goes down.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And he comes up with the deuce.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Right side Porzingis. Here's the lob to the hoop. .151 left to play in the first quarter. Lillard outside. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
And Doncic, here we go. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. From past the arc. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 6. Dishes it to Lillard. For 3. Drills the three-pointer. Lillard's got 5 now.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
Doncic, it's not going to go for him. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Passes it to McCollum. And stolen by Richardson. Always going up for the alley-oop here, and Cauley-Stein throws it down.
You just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Doncic against Lillard.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And here's Brunson. Pass to Kleba. Back to Brunson. Dallas, no good that time either. Here's Cantor. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. He'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, in the Mavericks.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Marjanovic is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Burke. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Powell in at the 5-star. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Giles is checked in. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Brunson scanning the floor. He dishes it to Hardaway. From downtown, Portland grabs the miss.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And then Jones with the jam.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway. No problems knocking that one down.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Here's Simons. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Anthony down low. Powell's there. Out to Anthony. Takes the 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, if you let Melo get his feet set, turn the lights off.
Mavericks leading by 4. Burke with it. All sorts of time. Goes back up. And Marjanovic with the slam.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleba comes in for Marjanovic, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Portland also making some changes. Norman Powell comes in for Harry Giles. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. On the Mavericks with some changes. Zinkis, he's checked in for Powell. Luka Doncic comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Richardson in for Burke. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Jones. Now here's Richardson. Redick with the 3. Porzingis kicks to Redick. 4 on the clock. Back to Porzingis, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for J.J. Redick. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Robert Covington's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And there's the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Beyond the arc. The Mavericks pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And he's going up for the alley-oop, and Cauley Stein throws it down. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Now, here's Lillard. Knocked loose. Doncic passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, at 7'3", yes, he can dunk. But with that athleticism and his sense for the dramatic and his flair, look out, folks. He can be special.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 5. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Lillard against Doncic. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Lillard against Doncic. Lillard, the pass to Covington. Kicks it out to Lillard. Clock is at 3. And that one, good.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes...
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back. The first quarter was all about Willie Cauley-Stein. He had 10 points. And that...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been one outstanding game from Willie Cauley-Stein.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
On the court for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3. Doncic dishes to Cauley-Stein. Back to Doncic. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Lillard up top, guarded by Doncic. Hangs. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
And even 3-on-3 break. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Doncic with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Hardaway with a wide open look. Offline with his 3. Trailblazers trail by 4.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Anthony kicks to McCollum. Out to Anthony. It's rebounded by Dallas. Cauley Stein's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Norman Powell comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Lillard against Doncic. Nobody near Nurkic. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Mavericks leading. It's Richardson on the wing. The shot by Cauley Stein. No good.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Lillard from outside. Good on the 3-point shot. Lillard's got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Richardson dishes to Doncic. Back to Richardson. All alone. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And the Mavericks lead by 1. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Doncic against Lillard, and the shot is good.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Here's Doncic. Here's
My goodness. Don't tell me I'm just a finesse big man. KP with the highlight reel material.
And he commits the intentional foul. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Marjanovic comes in for Cauley Stein. Burke, he's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
Shoots from the high post. Off the left rim and out.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, Carmelo Anthony, problematic for the defense. He spends so much time at the line, keeps you on a string.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Burke. Now here's Brunson. Not a lot of room. Pass to Finney-Smith. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Powell the pass to Marjanovic. And Jones sends it back. And they get it back. Now Marjanovic. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, this is a big part of what Dwight Powell needs to do. Battle hard on the offensive glass. Turn those second chance opportunities into points.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Mavericks lead by 1. We've got... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. We've got Jalen Brunson. Dwight Powell is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. But they'll get another chance. Powell, the pass to Kleba. Now here's Brunson. Back to Kleba. Launches it. The rebound by Simons. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. They trail by 1. Cantor trying to free himself up. And the basket by Jones. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Redick for 3. Here's Kleba, and Kleba slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Simons, the pass to Carmelo. No good on that one. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Redick with the 3. Dallas moving it around. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Now here's Brunson. Defense right on him. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Dwight Powell. Marjanovic comes in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Trey Burke subbed in for J.J. Redick. Harry Giles is checked in for Portland. Down low, here's Cantor. Here's Giles. Another shot. Porzingis with the block.
This guy showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. The dunk. And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
He gets that one. Hardaway has got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
Well, how about the competitive nature of Tim Hardaway Jr.? Important spot, no problem.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Lillard outside. The dish to Covington. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Covington's got the lead up to 2 now for Portland.
Robert Covington, calm, cool, and collected.
Now, here's Doncic. And it's in there.
He has been taking and making big shots for a long time. Look at Doncic with the delivery.
For Portland, they've gone 4-7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. There's Lillard shooting. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Marjanovic subbed in for Willie Cauley-Stein. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game. and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Now Lillard. Pass to Pop. Back to Lillard. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Here's Doncic. It's in!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And the shot goes in.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Doncic against Lillard. The putback. And the rebound by Nurkic. One-on-one here. And here's McCollum. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And that's going to do it for regulation. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. So Dallas will get the first possession. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. J.J. Redick is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. On the Mavericks with some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. And Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick. Doncic against Lillard. And Doncic throws it down.
I'll tell you this, Luka Doncic will never turn down an opportunity to finish at the rim. He's elite and loves those opportunities.
Shoots from the elbow. Powell, that's good. Powell's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
Norman Powell on the big-time delivery.
Richardson outside. And the pass to Cauley Stein. Pass to Doncic. Lots of room. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Lillard surveying the D. Powell, the pass to Lillard. And again, it's Portland converted.
A guy who spaces the floor, but also willing to attack the rim. Lillard has confounded the defense all night.
To the paint, taken away by Anthony. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. And that's an intentional foul. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Dallas. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Portland. Lillard outside. Kicks it to McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. To take the lead. The 3. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Dallas shooting the ball really well in this game. 58%. Here's Doncic. Yes!
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments. And my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Hardaway kicks to Doncic. by the Trailblazers.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
It counts.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
And I think for Luka Doncic, one thing he showed right away is he was prepared to be an NBA player. And the fact of the matter is he could be an all-star for a long time moving forward.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it. A stunning view of the moon over our broadcast location tonight in Dallas, Texas. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great day. G8.
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Harrison in at the shooting guard position. And for Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward.
Talk often about physicality of bigger players. Cauley-Stein, one of those guys who fits into that category.
Morris passes to Gordon. Out to Morris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. The shot, no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Kicks it out to Richardson. Doncic against Morris. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Now, here's Richardson. He's guarded closely. Doncic against Morris. This is his first free throw of the game.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Free throw good from Morris. And Morris drops them both. Here's Dallas. Doncic dishes to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Dallas moving it around. Pass to Finney-Smith. Cauley-Stein with it. Doncic passes to Richardson. 5 to shoot. And Doncic. Here we go.
In Europe, Doncic spent a lot of time as a primary ball handler. You see the craftiness there in terms of drawing fouls.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Morris looking over the floor. Jokic. It's rebounded by Dallas. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Porzingis inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Here's Morris. The kick out to Porter. On the wing, Gordon. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
An underrated part, really, of being a sick athlete like Gordon, body control. Used it there to keep the form on his shot.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Poke loose. Gordon against Cauley-Stein. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Here's Doncic. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. trailing by 2. Yep, it counts.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
Here's Richardson. Michael Porter making his last shot. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Dallas, no good that time either.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Morris finds Gordon. Right side, Porter. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, you know, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Cauley-Stein's shot is good.
Well, a 7-footer that has a bit of moxie. Willie Cauley-Stein loves to play rough down low.
Harrison scanning the floor. Gordon kicks to Harrison. Now the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Here's Doncic. And it's sent back by Jokic. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And a switcher also for Denver. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Mavericks with possession here. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Out to Hardaway. Pass to Redick. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Harrison. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Maverick. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Nuggets. They've got Austin Rivers. JaMychal Green is out there with Gordon. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Harrison in at the 1. The Mavericks leading. To the middle. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Bol, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Rivers against Redick. Millsap passes to Bol. Green in the post. Kleber on him. They get a hand on it. Redick surveying the D. Pass to Brunson. Pass to Kleber. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Rivers. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Bol kicks to Rivers. Shot clock at 5. Bol, the pass to Rivers. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Green inside. Guarded by Hardaway. Green, no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Kleba. Back to Brunson. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Brunson's got the lead up to 6 now for Dallas.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Rivers in the corner. Kicks at the bowl. With the putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Brunson the pass to Powell. Rivers against Kleba. Back to Powell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Dallas leading by 6. Hardaway from outside. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Morris kicks to Porter. To the inside. Millsap. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Given how skilled Millsap is in the post, sometimes you have no choice but to foul him and hope he misses the shot.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Here's Brunson. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The pass to Hardaway. Shoots from 14, and that's good for 2. Hardaway has got his first basket.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Morris passes to Jokic. It's good.
Love the floor spacing with this offense because Jokic at the center can move the ball just about anywhere you want. And now he's attacking the paint.
Brunson finds Marjanovic. Pass to Powell. Over to the wing. Got it. Good job in the low post. Powell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Now, here is Morris. Jokic high post. Lets it fly from 18. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Nice looking mid-ranger there from Jokic. Money in the bank from that spot.
Brunson against Morris. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprise, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. And here's Porter. Passes it to Jokic. The kick out to Porter. In the corner, it's Gordon. Over Hardaway. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie, the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They showed a lot of improvement in the second. And that does it for our halftime show. We now...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We've seen Dwight Powell really having a great game.
Yeah, and the numbers don't jump out at you, but the impact on the game sure does.
Well, the commitment he has to fill his role and consistently fill that role, that's what that team needs from him.
They've got Porzingis, Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Here's Doncic following the score by Aaron Gordon. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Now here is Morris. Pass to Jokic. Back to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Harrison kicks to Morris. For the three. Nailed from three-point land. Morris has got 5.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Here's Harrison. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Fast break, Dallas. Porzingis has got the ball. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Now it's a 7-point Dallas lead.
Porzingis out there and hustling in transition to get the nice finish.
To the left wing. Jokic inside. He's against Porzingis. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. A different look for Denver. Bol, he's checked in for Jokic. JaMychal Green comes in for Porter. And it's Rivers in for Shaquille Harrison.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
Burke, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. The pass to Gordon. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Morris. Here's Bol. And there's the feed to Green. He kicks to Rivers to the paint and stolen by Cauley-Stein. Here's Richardson, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Now here is Morris. He's got 5.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart. And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Here's Rivers following the score by Dallas. And the turnover again by Denver.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Dallas. And Denver also making a switch. Millsap's checked in. Now here's Richardson. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Here's Cauley-Stein, and it's off the back rim, no good. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Here's Morris. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Morris has got 7 points.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Mavs.
Cauley-Stein passes to Richardson. Stolen by Rivers. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone. Here's Millsap. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Even though Millsap draws the contact there, he does an incredible job forcing that one through the hoop.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Richardson's got his second basket of the game. The Nuggets trail by 12. Morris outside. That one misses. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 13-4 run right now. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Pass to Rivers. Back to Morris. Loads it up for Millsap.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Mavericks leading by 12. Now here's Burke. No points in the game yet for him. And he banks in the layup.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
For Denver, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Morris dishes to Green. Up top, Morris. Burke covering. Shot clock at 6. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We come back right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Harrison out there with Michael Porter. And it's Gordon in at the 3. Now Brunson. On the wing, Hardaway. It's hauled in by Jokic.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Gordon kicks to Jokic. Back to Gordon. Basket counts.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Mavericks leading by 10. Passes to Kleba. Down low. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Brunson. Powell trying to free himself up. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Jokic kicks to Porter. Pass to Gordon. Porter against Hardaway. Over to the left wing. Loads it up for Millsap.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
The Mavericks shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Brunson scanning the floor. That one drops for him. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's Harrison. Brunson covering. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleba. Josh Richardson's checked in for Hardaway. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Monte Morris is checked in for Denver. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Nuggets trail by 10. Morris outside. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And he gets it to go. Morris has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Here's Doncic. And the pass to Porzingis. Here's Finney Smith from outside the arc. Drills it from outside.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Morris with the bucket.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Here's Doncic. Richardson gets a wide open look. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, awkward shot there. I mean, creative on the leaner, but the D just made it too difficult for him to convert.
Lets it fly. Here's Porzingis. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Finney Smith. Marjanovic down low. Defended by Gordon. Porzingis trying to get free. Marjanovic, no good. Harrison kicks to Morris. Outside Porter. Back to Morris. Just 5 on the clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Porzingis. He hits the first one, and that brings them within 8. And the Mavericks with some changes. Nelly is checked in for Porzingis. Redick comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Burke in for Luka Doncic. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Redick against Morris. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Redick with it. Here's Melly. Dallas needs to get off a shot. No one near Marjanovic as he lets it go. And so it's Dallas winning this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg. Always a big home court advantage here in the Mile High City. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the 3 spot. And for the Nuggets, Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon, and it's Rivers. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's Morris in at the point guard position. McCollum, no good.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Morris, no good. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. Back to Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trail Blazers. Porter with the steal. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Lillard against Morris. The high post shot. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Gordon, the pass to Rivers. Now, Jokic. Out to Morris. It's Rivers on the wing. On the clock. Fires the 3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
McCollum right side. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Lillard against Morris. Inside, Rivers. Here's Jokic. Here's the 3. Goes up with it again. From deep. Gordon controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Lillard fires away from way outside and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And the wide open shot from Morris. They get it back.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trail Blazers. Trailing by 4. To the middle. Nurkic, the pass to Covington. And he makes good on the layup. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Here's what Denver's going with right now. Millsap comes in for Porter. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Morris. Kicks it out to Jones. To the paint. Here's Cantor. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jokic.
Got to appreciate how aggressive Cantor is on offense. I mean, it's what earns him trips to the line.
Denver making a switch here. Green's checked in. The Trail Blazers also changing it up. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Derek Jones. Norman Powell comes in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Now here's Rivers. And Millsap slams it in.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
Here's Simons. Again, the miss by the Trail Blazers. Denver's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out, looking cold from outside. Millsap dishes to Rivers. Got a piece of it.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And it's Hollis-Jefferson with the jam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Here's Harrison. Kicks it to Rivers. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Harrison after the Trailblazers pick up 2. In the corner, it's Gordon. 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Harrison. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And a look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
And he makes both free throws. 19 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Simons. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Powell with it. Pass to Canner. Back to Powell. Jacks up a 3. It's all tied in Denver. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the team's...
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has them in the lead right now.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. We've got Anthony. He's out there with Norman Powell. Colum is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. Here's McCollum. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Rivers finds Gordon. Back to Rivers. Passes it to Millsap. Just 5 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
We all know Austin Rivers can score, but there, you like seeing him set up his teammates.
Now Powell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Carmelo. The offensive rebound. Back to Powell. Portland moving the ball around. And it's Simons missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Harrison. He's guarded by McCollum. Gordon against Kanter. Gordon the pass to Bull. Stolen by Kanter. Can't hit that one. And the Nuggets going the other way. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Harrison scanning the floor. Gordon the pass to Harrison. Down low. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. And now Portland on the break. McCollum with the ball. The 9-footer's on the mark.
You got to know McCollum is looking to fire off the pass. This is why you must play up on.
The Nuggets trail.
You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a roll out on his team.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Bull. JaMychal Green comes in for Paul Millsap. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And Morris subbed in for Rivers. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for McCollum. Second shot opportunity. Jokic finds Morris. Here's Harrison. Shoots over Powell. The Nuggets with another miss.
And Simons a bit undersized at that 2-guard position, only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in finally from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Here's Jokic. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
To the inside, Hollis Jefferson. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Harrison kicks to Morris. Stolen by Cantor. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. 107 left in the first half.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Morris against Lillard. Morris passes to Harrison. Feeds to Green. Shoots over Covington. Like it's 6. Jones against Porter. Over Jones. Porter, no luck.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
Lillard way outside. Had the space there, but it's offline. The Nuggets trail by 4. Covington with the steal.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Now, here's Jokic. In the corner, it's Morris. Misses the 3. Jones for 3. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can. And so it's Portland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground, the score tied. They were firmly in. Thanks for joining.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
They've got Austin Rivers. Porter is out there with Aaron Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Morris in at the point. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Trailblazers leading by 6. Lillard dishes to Covington. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example. And there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Jokic.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. McCollum finds Lillard from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And you can tell Lillard loves to test his range. I mean, he's showing how confident he is pulling the trigger.
Here's Rivers, and the basket is good, and he's got it. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Lillard, the pass to Covington.
You know, this is the type of guy I like, from undrafted to a quality role player. I mean, he has heart. He's gotten better every year. Covington adds a lot to this team. He can let that thing fly, too. He's a fearless shooter.
Harrison's checked in for the Nuggets. Simons, he's checked in for Portland. The Nuggets trail by 9. Here's Harrison. Inside. Left side, Gordon. Good D by Covington. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Here's Harrison, and the layup falls.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. It's Powell on the wing. He's guarded by Rivers. Here's Simons. They get it again. Here's Cantor. Out to Anthony. Tries again. And another shot. Cantor dishes to Covington. And at last, they get one to fall. Covington's got the lead up to 11 now for Portland. 59 seconds left to play here in the third. Rivers passes to Harrison. He dishes it to Millsap. Back to Harrison. Outside Gordon. She's over Powell. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Michael Porter comes in for Shaquille Harrison. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power. Hammering down the two-hand slam. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Rivers surveying the D. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Knowing the kind of competitor he is, I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
And finished off by Rivers.
Running the break is about being opportunistic. Right there, Rivers doing just this and being rewarded for it.
Here's Simons. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers holding on to an... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Jones in at the three, the small forward. The shot's good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Porter with it. Jones covering and finished off by Porter.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. The dish to McCollum. Can't connect from 13 feet out. The Nuggets trail by 11. Here's Morris. Here's Millsap to the right side. Another shot in deep. Jokic drops it in.
He doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
Trailblazers leading by 9. And Lillard kicks to Jones. Dishes to Carmelo. Jones, the pass to Lillard. The feed to Nurkic. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. There's the three. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there. Staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
And the wide open shot from Green. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Lillard against Morris. Goes up at the stripe. Good. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Right side, Green. Morris against Lillard. Morris into the lane. Count it.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Yeah, no question. It takes skill and a certain level of fearlessness.
Here is Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing. Millsap against Anthony. Out to Morris. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
And here's McCollum for three. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Portland with a new 14. McCollum kicks to Jones. The pass to Lillard. Fires for three. Lillard again missing.
The more threes he misses, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at? That's not the right mindset.
And Jones sends it back. Anthony with it. Lillard scanning the floor. Back to Anthony. He kicks it to Lillard. Pass to Anthony. Shot from 16. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Trailblazers.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ennis breast cancer.
He had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was the complete package.
Passes it to Lillard. This one for three. Hits it from three-point range.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
And it's good. 2 points. Here's McCollum. Now Lillard. Can't connect. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. soaring high above the Willamette River. And
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Richardson. Porzingis is out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Jones. And it's Nurkic in at center. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Guys, Doncic has great shooting mechanics, and he can knock it down from deep or just about from anywhere on the court.
Lillard way outside. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Doncic passes to Cauley Stein. Nurkic with the steal. And stolen by Richardson. Here's Porzingis. Dallas moving it around. No good from Finney Smith.
And where Finney Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
And stolen by Cauley Stein. Here's Richardson. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Lillard. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. Here's Lillard. The pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Goes up from the top of the key.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Lillard with it. It's up a 3. Portland no good that time either.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Man, I like how close Porzingis gets to the rim. I mean, he knows when he's this deep, the defense really has no chance to keep him from dunking it.
McCollum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of this. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Powell, he's checked in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Then for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now here's Brunson. Passes it to Porzingis. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know what you're going to is really paramount.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Right side Porzingis to the middle. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Porzingis. Doncic has got 7 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And here's McCollum for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Out left to the wing. Brunson against McCollum. Pass to Doncic. Now here's Porzingis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Powell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Anthony with it. Hardaway picks him up. Pass to McCollum. Dishes it to Cantor. Doncic with the steal. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kleba with the bucket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And here's McCollum for 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Powell, no one around him. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime I got...
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Lillard in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You've got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
And here is Powell after J.J. Redick hitting the 3. And the dunk by Powell.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Burke after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Nurkic with the double team. 5 on the clock. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, you know, this is what Powell does best. Establishes himself deep inside and jams it home.
Lillard surveying the D. No good from outside. Dallas leading by 8. And they go to the intentional foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Then for the Mavericks, Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for J.J. Redick. Now here's Burke. Now the pass to Finney-Smith. Cantor against Powell. Finney-Smith passes to Powell. No one near Marjanovic as he lets it go. It's good on the putback. Powell's got the lead up to 10 now for Dallas.
Boy, intensity always a good thing, and Powell brings it solid in getting after offensive rebounds for his team.
And here's McCollum for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here's Burke. Again, the Mavericks score.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They've got to tighten it up.
Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. McCollum outside. Down low. Here's Giles. That shot misses. And it's Dallas the other way. Here's Burke. They grab their own miss. Powell kicks to Brunson. Marjanovic passes to Burke. Swiped away. McCollum right side. They double team McCollum. Now Cantor passes it to Simons. Outside Anthony, 6 to shoot. Shoots over Marjanovic. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Mavericks leading by 12.
And last year,
Get it! Throw down, yeah, man.
and how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Robert Covington's checked in for Giles. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Marjanovic. Josh Richardson's checked in for Burke. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And that one drops. Now, here's Doncic. He has 7. And he uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got 9 points.
Well, you look at Doncic, so confident, even from this area. He knows he can make it happen.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
That's tipped, but they recover it. Covington dishes to McCollum. A putback. Kleber with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. That one misses. Here is Lillard. He has 5. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Outside Hardaway. A pass to Porzingis. And so that brings the first half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 15. Kenny, how'd you feel? And that...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Richardson is out there with Doncic. Then there's Porzingis. Then there's Cauley-Stein. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Cauley-Stein. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Well, you know what? It's really rare to see young players like Doncic have such offensive creativity in their game. Deadly from the mid-range.
Now here's McCollum. 5 points in the game. Back to Jones. And stolen by Richardson. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Redick is checked in. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. 15-point game. And the basket by McCollum.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Doncic against Lillard. Doncic with it. 11 points in the game. He kicks to Richardson. The 3. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
Porzingis doing a nice job using that length to clean up the glass nicely.
Lillard fires away from way outside, from beyond the arc, and then some. Lillard's got 10.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Doncic against Lillard. And they double up Doncic. The dish now to Cauley Stein. And Covington sends it back.
No, sir, not today. Don't come in here. Covington not having it.
Porzingis with the block. They get it back. Mavericks leading by 10.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Simons, the pass to Giles. Here's Simons. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
For Portland, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. The first free throw is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Mavericks leading by 11. Here's Burke to the paint. Here's Hardaway. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Simons surveying the D. Canner in the corner. The tray. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got it back down to within single digits for Portland. 34 seconds left in the third. Here's Brunson. Portland grabs the miss. Here's Anthony. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Marjanovic with the slam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And it's Simons missing. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. We've got Damian Lillard. Jones is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Cantor in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Just 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Porzingis, that's a 2. He doesn't hit that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Jones, no one around him. Powell, no one around him. Porzingis with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Anthony kicks to Lillard. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Anthony finds Lillard. He's off from 17 feet.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Giles comes in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Brunson. Second chance shot. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Brunson's got his first points in this one. Here's Simons. Pass to Giles. Here's Simons. Three-pointer. Burt grabs the miss.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Both teams will make substitutions. Doncic against Lillard. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Doncic dishes to Cauley Stein. Back to Doncic. And good. You got the English that time as it falls. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
That is a sweet-looking jumper there, boy. Doncic doesn't need much space or time to get shots off.
And that one's good. Lillard.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Mavericks leading by 14. Now Doncic. Richardson outside. Jokic against Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. Doncic outside. Sinks the triple. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Now, here's Doncic. And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. From downtown, Doncic, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. A minute 20 left in the game. And it's Lillard missing. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 17 points was their biggest margin. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Dallas.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Luka Doncic.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
4 on the shot clock. Shoots from 14, and the rebound by Nurkic. There's 39 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Over in the corner, Lillard. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier, before the game was out of reach.
Doncic against Lillard. And here is Doncic. Porzingis passes to Richardson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. It falls.
I like the fact he had his head up immediately looking to make the dish down.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That